Hello, good evening, everybody. Hey, how are you doing? This is Pastor Commodore here. I got First Lady T, Pastor T. How are you doing?
I'm doing blessed.
You are.
Sound like spiritual,
right?
Blessed and highly favored.
Right.
Yes. How are you doing?
I am doing really well. I feel good. I shaved my head today.
Good job.
Yeah, it's been a very eventful day. I know I kind of slacked off most of the day, but I still got some work done.
Hey.
And yeah, other than that, I'm excited.
Me too.
Hey,
who are we?
Yes, who are we? Hey, and we want to welcome everybody to our Who Are We series finale. I know that we said we was going to do it Wednesday, but we was going through some technical glitches, yeah, if that's a word. So technical glitch. We've been going through some quite things, but like I said, we got everything ironed out. So we want to thank you all for taking the time to join us tonight.
Yes.
This is our season finale. So this is going to be good, y'all. So I want y'all to get in, dig in, and I guess put your seatbelts on because this is going to be an awesome show.
I'm excited for it too.
Yes, and we have Mom Shirl going to be joining us and Papa Brown.
Yes,
and
right.
I can't wait to hear all the deets that they have on you. Oh, this is
I can't wait to hear it either.
This is going to be so good. So yeah,
and for those that don't know, it's my parents.
Yes,
so,
it's her parents and my parents too.
Our
yes,
parents.
Our parents. Absolutely. Yes, and so we're going to get started. We're going to throw this bumper up. And after we come back from this bumper, we want y'all to just come in and hang in. And we're going to be bringing in Mom, Shirl, and Papa Brown into the feed. So without further ado, let's hit them. Welcome back. Hey, everybody. I want to take the privilege to introduce to you all Dr. Shirl Hawkins Brown, the renowned Dr. Shirl Hawkins Brown, and her lovely, it's lovely, the handsome husband of Darrell Brown, my father-in-law. Yes. So, yeah, I'm like smiling from cheek to cheek. This has been just amazing in the works. And again, thank you all for joining us tonight. How are you two doing?
Doing great.
Good. Yes. So
thank y'all for joining us this evening.
Oh, it's our privilege. Honor.
Yeah, it's an honor for us to have you on and just share some deets on our Who Are We Mother's Edition, Mother Tell All. You know what? It kind of reminds me, like, you remember I think they still do it, the verses. How they had like Patti LaBelle versus
the
singing. Yeah, the singing. Yeah, so this is
the cooking.
The cooking, yeah.
That's good.
So this is gonna be so good. So, Mom, I got some questions I have for you.
Oh,
and,
wow.
And Papa Darrell, inquiring minds want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Oh, yeah.
Moms tell all. So I'm going to start the first question. Okay. This is about Lady T, Pastor Tarnisha. What was the first day like when she was born?
I'm glad you asked. I could hardly wait to tell it. Okay. Um, when she was born, she was a handful. Seriously, from day one. She, I've never seen a newborn baby eyes everywhere. Okay. Eyes everywhere. Wanted to see everybody and everything. And as if she wanted to say something, from then, she's been talking ever since, but but from day one. But it was just a joy to have her. She came Easter, resurrection, which is an awesome blessing for me. Okay. And I just like to tell everybody it is so awesome and special to have a child on Easter. People, the world called it Easter. We said resurrection and something. And I just loved it. I just, she was not supposed to be born until a little bit later, but God saw another way and he blessed me with her. But, like I say, eyes everywhere. And she was very ready to home in and just see everybody. And, and I was just ready to hug her and love on her, So it was great. It was awesome.
Oh, that is so sweet. Wow, a resurrection baby.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That is awesome. I think I was born on a payday. September 15th. Yeah.
It was a military.
Yeah, I was born on a military day. Yeah. And my second question I have for you, Mom, how did you come up with the name Tarnisha?
Yeah, I want to know that too.
That's a book of names. I went through a book, and I'm a librarian, so to speak. I stayed in the library a lot, looked up a lot of names, and started comparing names with one, from the old days to the new days, and for the time that she was born. And I went through a lot of names, and I saw Nisha, and Renisha, and then all of a sudden it hit me. I saw Tarnisha, and they wanted to spell it a little bit different, but I spelled it the way that I wanted to spell it, of course. And when I saw it was Tarne, E, it was 2 E's and SHA, but I decided to take the 1 E out and just use this one, not 2. But that name was so special to me because I spent a lot of time researching to find that name. It was very, to me, it was special because when you can think of names and somebody say, well, why don't you name her this? No, I like to research and I like to find names on my own and get very creative. And the other part of that name was her middle name, which was Levette. That was the same time, and was spelled different. Of course, I changed it around again, but I just love it. And I'm glad that I did research and find the name. And that name means very special. Ironically, it means very special.
That's awesome.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, because
nice.
For so long, I've been saying her name wrong for like years. When I mean years, I've been saying it wrong for years. I've been saying Tanisha, like T-A.
That's what you hear mostly.
Yeah, that's what I hear mostly.
Tanisha.
Tanisha. And I'm like, Tanisha. She's like, God, boy, you can never get my name right. Like, I'm like, okay, well, babe. You can't mess up, babe. So,
exactly.
It
took me a long time to spell your name, so we're in the same boat. And you had a very long middle name.
So my middle name, I like to say my middle name is my full name is Commodore Clifton Leon McCrary.
Whoa.
So, but then I added on Commodore Clifton Leon Denzel Wesley Washington Snipes McCrary.
You added on.
And it's so funny because I said it to one guy. He said, "Well, at least you got the color right."
Wow.
So that is so awesome to a good name. It's everything, and the Bible does say that, a good name is far better than like rubies. And so to have a good name like Tarnisha and to be named, by your parents, that and what it took for your parents to research that name, that means, they really took the time and research and like this name has to stick. And the way I think about it, I was like, I remember we wanted to name our kids. I was like, oh, I wanted to name him. I forgot something.
Yeah.
But she was like, no, it's gonna be this. And I was thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, well, okay, all right, that name will look good on the resume, so I'm good with it. I was like, I'm good with it. If that's what you want to name them.
And our kids live up to their names, so they really do.
Yes, yes.
By God's design.
Yes.
But I didn't. Okay, so very special. So you heard it. That's what it means.
Yes.
Tarnisha, very special.
Very special.
Remember that.
Yes. All right. My next question for you. What was the first year of motherhood like for you?
Woo! Lots of work. Lots of work. First of all, getting used to had a son. And then the girl, getting used to having a girl after having a son for years, it meant a lot to me because I'm the type of dainty young lady that was modeling a whole lot, and I wanted her to model. So I was getting her prepared in the months, the few months, just for a few months, and taking her to the stores and buying cute little outfits, and I mean it was just gorgeous. What I really got into were the little girls, the little ruffles and all that. It looked so good on her because of her hair. Her hair was like lightish brownish and curly and all that. And incidentally, as a baby, your son, Josiah, and her picture, her baby picture is similar, just alike. They look just alike. It was a lot of interaction with her, and she cried. She cried a lot. Because you know why she cried? I finally decided why she was crying, because, and I was always tired and stand up, because she was just nosy. She wanted to see everything and see everybody. And I mean, she was just energetic, and she started walking very, very early, potty trained, walking very early and all this good stuff. And I was tired. Plus I was working 2 jobs. Might as well say going to school and working at the same time. So it's a lot, but she was a handful. And you said just the first year of her life.
just the first year, and then you also tacked on to what was our next question, the fondest memories. Yeah, so that was kind of right on time.
Yeah. It's a biggie fondest memory of Tanisha. It's a big one.
Yeah. Now this next question.
Want to know what's going on? That is me too. I love
you know, I'm like, oh, what's that? And, let me tell you something. I remember where we was at when I said something. I was like, yeah, I tried to talk low. And remember, and the guy was like, what? It's like, oh man, she heard me. I can't remember where we was at. And I said, you know what? I don't know. And then she was like, yeah, let's do it. I was like, well, it's just like, wow, she heard that, huh? I said, yeah, let's just go ahead and do it then.
Super nosy and want to know everything that's going on.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, this next question is for both of y'all.
Uh-oh.
And I want y'all to just kind of go in on this one. All right. On this question, what was your first impression of meeting me for the first time?
That is so exciting. Glad you asked. Okay.
I would say a comedian.
You said a comedian?
I mean, when she first brought you over, it's like you just hit it. You hit it with us from day one.
Yeah, from day one.
The comedian, the laughter, and everything. Like, you just took control.
But not only that, he acted like he had been knowing us forever.
Yeah.
It was like, he was like, you know, he was like, I'm going to make myself a part of this family. I'm like, oh, are we the Bel Air people?
I remember the time when me and my wife took a 7-day cruise.
Oh, please
and
don't.
You actually cooked Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Her mom left him in charge.
I remember that. She left me in charge. I was like, and I remember, and your sister Ellen was like, "Oh man."
And everybody people were mad. They were mad. I think they were mad because I left you in charge, and they say you did he got full rank. So we left you in charge. We went on a 7-day cruise. I'm like,
yeah, you even put it on the speak. What was it?
It was on the
alarm,
on her alarm. Yeah,
the alarm system.
Exactly.
He's in charge.
I put it on the alarm. I'm like, he's in charge.
We couldn't believe it. We're like, how did he get in charge?
I know. Lisa was mad.
Yeah, she's like, oh.
It's like, what's happening right now?
That's when this came out. Yes.
Yeah, and I remember the first time Tanisha asked me, she's like, "Hey, you want to go meet my parents?" And I thought it was gonna be like, "Oh no," those people get the first year. I was like, "Yeah, I would definitely love to meet your parents." And then it's like we just hit it off like again, Mom, like you said that we known each other forever, and I remember you were saying like, "Oh yeah, that's gonna be your husband."
Yeah.
And I remember telling Tanisha, I'm like, "Man, your mom crazy. Talking about girl, man. We're talking about getting married. We're talking about getting married." And let me tell you, I remember on our first date, we went. I kid you not. No, was it our first date or our second? Second time we went out together. Second time we went out together. We went over to Target to get my niece a gift, and we at the kiosk doing a wedding registry. I was like, wow.
On the second day.
On the second day, asked her to come with me to pick out my niece a gift, and here we at the kiosk. The second time I'm laying. No, this will be the third time I'm laying eyes on you. And I knew you. Yeah, so I knew you was gonna be my wife. I knew it. And, yeah, and if y'all know the story that I was saying, because I remember when I was younger, I had I broke up with this girl, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be the girl that's gonna be for me forever." And then I remember I was crying and praying to God. I said, "God, if you make me fall in love again, I want to fall in love with Mrs. Wright." And then come to find out that her last name was Wright, so she was my Mrs. Wright. And so I was like, "Oh my God, I prayed for you. You're an answered prayer." So I do know God answered prayers, and in funny ways too.
Yes, in a good way.
Absolutely.
Good way.
Wow.
Yeah, and my next question. This is a good one. This is for both of you all too. If you won the lottery, we know that this lottery has been going up and down. I played my little $2. I don't know if it's a sin or not, but hey, if it's a sin, if I win, the ministry wins. That's the way I look at it. If I win, the ministry wins. If you won the lottery, what would be the first thing you'll buy? This for both of y'all.
Oh, right off the bat, I know that I would take the money and purchase a home cash out. No matter what somebody else say or whatever about, and what you just said about the lottery. If you play and you win, it's God's money too. He gave it to you. Amen. So I feel that we need to go and with you guys being our children and all, house will be paid for cash. You wouldn't have to worry about mortgages and things like that. I think that would be the first thing that I would get in line to have houses paid.
I would say in order: God first, family second, and everything else in that order.
Right after we give to God. That's because family is right after God.
And there's a lot of people out there that need help.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people out there that really, really need help. I mean, you think all these millionaires and billionaires in the world today, I think they could care less for people and all the billions they got. I mean, they could eliminate poverty in a single bound.
Overnight.
If they would
but
do
I think
it. But see,
what you're saying
the word is the greed and their money.
Okay. Yep, that's it. Basically.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Yeah. You know, God first and family. Yeah.
And then family.
Yeah.
Being debt free.
Being debt free across the board. Yeah.
Having more in store.
And you know, I believe that is God's will for us to be debt free. Yeah, so we can be highly effective, you know, in the ministry as we minister to those. You know, we're debt free, and we can meet people where they're at, like you said, with people that need things. Yeah, we can be that blessing because that's all we are. We are, how we say, we are the, you know, like a transfer station of wealth. You know, when wealth hit our hands, it's not for us to hold on to. Yeah, we're God's distribution center here on the earth. And so that is so important, especially when it comes to wealth. And
amen.
Yeah, and a question that I have for both of you all. This is a good one. What advice would you give your younger self at the age 20, 30, and 40? Anywhere in that?
Well, actually, in the 20s and 30s, I believe that the most important thing is to have some financial classes, to teach you early in life.
Finance literacy,
right? It's very important. So you won't make mistakes by getting the credit cards, 10, 13, 15 credit cards like we do when you're 20 something, 30 years old, getting in debt, you know, being behind all the time. That's not good. It's not financial healthy. So, and I feel that we all should do in 20 some, 25, 30 years old. You need to have a financial classes probably way before that time, as it is for such a time as this.
Absolutely.
Now, because it's so important to have many, you know, insurmountable ways of making money. And we need to learn those insurmountable ways that you make money, you know, and put some money in the bank, and not just in a bank account, but put it in a shade account, put it in what they call, you know, the interest bearing accounts. And that's what we need to teach ourselves, to make sure that and teach our children about interest bearing, that they will not be giving out money, but they will be, you know, bringing in money to help people, help themselves, help the family, and help others that's in need. I think that's a desperate desire right now.
Absolutely. That is so true.
My opinion, first out of high school, and you don't know what to do, I would recommend that they go in the military. Go in the military, and you don't know what to do come out of high school. Because one thing the military will give you will get the foundation, you will get the paycheck, and everything to decide what you're going to do.
It's a security.
You have security involved right there.
Absolutely.
Even though college is not for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
You say the same thing.
Yeah, and I said the same thing too, because like with joining the military, if it was my world and I ran it, I'd say every young man will have to serve. Whether it be in the military, whether it be in your community, or in your local church, somewhere they will have to serve for a minimum of 2 years. So this way that they once you serve, you get to see that, okay, now I take some ownership in this. That I want what I'm putting my hands to prosper. I can't just leave it for someone else to lay the groundwork. If I'm in the field, I need to put my hands to the plow as well, not just sit back and watch somebody else do the work. And when serving, that does give you that sense of responsibility, and you're accountable too for those who you are serving. And like you were saying, Mom, that is so good. And for all our younger listening audience, yes, listen to wisdom. I'm telling you, because like, if I would have been money savvy when I was earlier, I think we all would have been in a better place if we were all money savvy. And so it's so important, again, like how like my mom was saying, that watch your finances, watch getting credit cards, And and we're going to do another teaching on credit cards, because I just found this out within the last like 2 or 3 years on how credit cards work.
Actually work.
Yeah, and I thought that you just get a credit card, you paid out the end of the month, you're good. That's a little truth, and
that's not the whole.
That's not the whole truth.
Exactly.
And so we'll do some teaching on financial literacy later in this year and in this season, because it's needed in the body of Christ.
Yes,
because we are so taught, hey, name it and claim it, throw your money at it and pray it. But God wants us to do more. He wants us to take our resources and like the parable about the master gave him 5 talents. He gave the other one 3, another one 1. Yes. Exactly. And so the 2 knew what to do, but the one, he took it and buried it and said, well, I was afraid. And so it's time for us in the community of here in the Christian community, especially in our Black community, that we need to be more financial savvy. We can't just be going out spending on the Jordans, keeping up with the Joneses, or just want to flaunt for the gram.
Right.
And living
and not creating wealth.
Right, not creating wealth.
When you speak about the Black community, there isn't any wealth in our community, right? There isn't any wealth in our community. And then it's what is it $6?
Yeah, $6. Yeah, it's 6 hours.
6 hours.
6 hours. So when the time someone gets paid in the Black community, it's like from the time you get paid your check, 6 hours later, you already spent the money.
Right.
Yeah. So it's time that we learn.
That's how quick the money leaves our hand in the Black community. 6 hours.
That's right.
We're the fastest.
Yeah, we're the consumers. So
yeah.
Right.
Even the Bible talking about leaving an inheritance for your kids.
Exactly.
That's part of financial literacy too. That the Black community never got.
Yeah.
Right.
The total disadvantage. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because now we're relying on GoFundMe to be like life insurance to bury someone. But when we're riding around on 20s and we get the latest and the greatest, but we're not setting ourselves up.
Gucci's and there's nothing wrong with those things.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that.
Shouldn't be you shouldn't be carrying a bag that costs more than
right. It has timing in place. It has a timing. It has a timing, to do it, and to think that use wisdom, and that's the most important thing, is to always use wisdom, because that's what's going to get you through, And so, and I always say that all the time. I mean, for a long time, it's a wisdom with me. Even though I made a lot of mistakes in the past too, but you learn forward. You learn so that you don't have to go backwards. You're going forward.
That's right.
That's right.
Fail forward.
That's right. We always say fail forward.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes. And for all of our viewers and listeners, where can they find Dr. Shirl on
the socials?
On the socials.
Well, on the social media on Facebook, I am Victory Innovative Christian Academy Rocks. And you'll see my name under it, Dr. Shirl Hawkins Brown, but it is Victory Innovative Christian Academy Rocks.
Awesome. This is Dr. Shirl Brown and Dr. Darrell. I guess we'll honorate you too as a doctor, and Dr. Darrell. Dr. Darrell. Yes, and for your Mom Shirl, she has Victory Innovative Christian Academy. School is
It's Christian school.
It's a Christian school. It is so awesome. She does an amazing thing for the youth there in the Virginia Beach, Norfolk 757 area.
And global, really.
Yes, now. Global, yes.
Yes, we're global now. Exactly.
Yes. So
praise awesome. God. Praise God.
Yeah, so please do reach out to her, check her out on the socials. And then Darrell Brown, he's military. Yep. So we salute you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook, so
he's not on Facebook.
No Facebook, okay.
But you can catch him around.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a computer whiz.
Yes, he's a computer whiz. Yeah. Yeah, so family, thank you all for this time. Just
thank you,
sharing.
Mom. Thank you, Darrell.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. We really enjoyed it.
Yes, it's awesome. Been our pleasure to have you all on this broadcast. Yes, and this is the parents of Greater Gathering. If it wasn't for Mom Shirl, and Mama D, Greater Gathering probably wouldn't be. So again, we want to thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Just remember, it's very special. That's my name.
It's very special.
Okay. From now on.
She's not gonna let you forget it.
Not gonna let you forget that.
We love you guys. We love you.
All right. Good night.
We love you guys.
Y'all. Thanks so much.
All
right. Good night.
Good night.
That was so awesome to have our parents on.
Absolutely.
So it's such great time when we get to hear from our parents what our parents have for us. And next coming up, we're gonna have my mother, Diane Smith. Hopefully we can get her onto the line. I know she's been having some technical issues, but we're going to try to get her onto the line. So as soon as we get her on the line, we're going to go in hard and let's hear what she has to say about yours truly.
That's right.
Yes. I can't wait to hear this.
Right.
So let's see what she has. All right, it seems like we're having some major technical difficulties again with Mama D's phone. Ability to connect. Yeah, but this would have been such a great opportunity. Well, so I'm gonna say some things for me. What was the day? Okay, questions for me. What was the day when I was born? I came out kicking and screaming naked. All right. So, and how did I came up with the name? I accepted it because my parents gave it to me. And come to find out that my name was my grandmother's father's name. And so it was awesome to pull that name. And I think my mom stole it because I think Aunt Jeannie was supposed to take that name for her first son. So Lawrence.
But we're just telling one side of the story.
Yeah, so we're just telling one side of the story. So what I say is actually one side of the story is the truth. So and the first truth. So.
Not the first truth.
And it was say, what was the first year of motherhood like? I don't know. And what was one of my fondest earliest memory of me? One of my fondest early memory. I remember. Y'all, let me tell y'all this story. God, we were boys. I ain't gonna say we were bad. We were just boys. I remember we lived in this place called Modelo, and there was a lake. It had a fence all the way around it, and so somebody drowned in that lake, and so rescue squad came out and they did the recovery and got somebody out the lake. Wow. And so here we are, we looking from the other side of the fence, like, ooh, what happened? And we jumped the fence to go swimming in the lake. After someone drowned, yes.
Wow.
And so, and I remember
boys will be boys.
Yes, and it was me, Q, Tironi. It was I still remember it was a bunch of us, and they had this little raft, and I was doing like this backflip off the bankment to the into the lake, and I remember doing a backflip coming out of the water like, and I see my mom standing on the bank. She was standing like this, like something behind her back. And I was like, "Ma, you see that?" She's like, yeah, I saw that. Come out the water, let me see it again. And then I see my brothers and everybody else, they're on this raft, right? On this little raft, and they're swimming across this lake, and they hop the fence and take off running. And I'm like, okay, so I'm getting up out of the bank, right? Out of the lake at the bank. And so I walk in front of my mom, like, Mom, watch this. And so I'm getting ready to jump in. And as soon as I jump, she caught me in mid-flight, and I hit the water like that. Ooh. And so I'm in the water like holding my back. And so she's like, get out of that water. I'm like, where you gonna whoop me? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I deserved that. I deserved every lick that came with that. Wow. And what was, I'm gonna ask you this one. Mm-hmm. And I want you to be as transparent as possible, because I'm going to interject on it. Mm-hmm. and tell you that you were wrong. What? To tell you that you were wrong. What do you want me to be? Okay. What was your first impression of meeting me?
What was my first impression? Oh, let's see. Another military guy. Backstory from Virginia Beach. 75% is military. Probably not that much, but like 60% definitely is military. And just like, there's another military guy coming to kind of holler. That was my first initial. My first initial thought when you walked up to me. So that was the initial thought. You said be transparent.
Yeah, your first impression. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, y'all, I had to put the smooth moves on. I was like, what's up, young girl? I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to get up with But no, it was.
That was second thought. I was like, oh, he's such a nice guy. You could just tell once we got to talking and laughing and spending time together. We both didn't want to be at Liquid 17. That was the after hour spot in Virginia Beach.
On Atlantic and 17. So if you ever in Virginia Beach,
spot, I don't think it's there anymore.
It's not there, but the building still is pink. So,
it's pink now?
Yeah, I saw it was pink and boarded up.
Oh, it's closed.
I guess it's for us to go back and own it. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how we met. And it was like 1 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, it was an after hour spot. Mm-hmm. And neither one of us wanted to be there. We were the designated drivers.
Exactly.
See, what you make happen for somebody else,
come on,
God will make happen for you.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, boss. Hey, and I did drive a Honda. Yeah, boss. Nope. That time I had
the Spiro.
The Spiro Hero. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, so I'm going to ask you these questions, and in the absence of my mother, so we can continue. We're going to finish this out. We want to thank you all for just joining in with us. This is it's an amazing time to learn who we are from our parents, and so sad that, not sad, but it's unfortunate that my mother couldn't be on. I'm pretty sure she has some stories to tell. So sometime later in the future, we will come back and visit this, or we'll just probably talk and have her come on or something, and kind of pick up from there. Absolutely. This one, like we were saying earlier, if you won the lottery, I said it too. If I win, the kingdom wins.
Absolutely.
Yes. If you won the lottery, what would be the first thing you buy?
I buy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would be buying anything right away. Because, first thing I want to do is make sure I have a whole team, of attorneys and.
Girl, that's all that. Let's say, the first thing you're going to buy.
No, because I need to make sure I won. Y'all ain't gonna get me with no Ashton, we ain't doing that. No, we ain't y'all gonna pump me. So I need to make sure I actually won. And then buy. It's so much, right? I would want to buy, but
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna buy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what would you buy?
I'm gonna buy my freedoms. I'm just gonna buy my freedoms.
You gonna buy your freedoms?
Yeah. You know what? I'll buy. The first thing I'll buy is the most expensive vacation I could come up with. First class. Matter of fact, now
I was gonna say that too. Buy, but I'm like, do you buy vacation?
Yeah, I'm gonna purchase a charter a plane. Mm-hmm. I don't want nobody.
That's what I thought you was gonna say.
Yeah, that. I'm gonna charter.
You buying a plane. That'd be the first thing you doing.
I don't know, depending on how much money this lottery is. Yeah, but I want to invest in my family, invest especially into each other. Mm-hmm. For 22 years, and a lot of those years that we have been together, it's crazy because you can be together for so long and not notice that you're kind of like not taking advantage of each other, but not taking full advantage for each other. Mm-hmm. And it's so important, Lady T, she's been teaching me because I'm like, girl, we just went out for cookies yesterday. Mm-hmm. She's like, no, we need to spend time together. Mm-hmm. Like, just because we're spending time together don't mean that we're spending quality time. Right. It's different between just, being in someone's presence than having that quality time while you're in their presence. Mm-hmm. And so, she's been not on me, but kind of coaching me through to, hey, I need you to date me again. Mm-hmm. I still see you fine. Pat you behind around the house, but I still got eyes for you. Yeah.
I'm glad you're being a good student, though. You're listening. Yeah.
To be a good leader, you got to be a good listener. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And we can finish these. Well, we can finish this last one off. And what advice would you give your younger self at age 20, 30? Now we're in, Lord, I can't call them the 40s.
The 40s. Yeah. We are in the 40s.
The everything hurt years.
Yes, that is what they say. You turn 40. Welcome.
Mm-hmm. And then when you get to 50, now you got to get that check engine light come on.
Yeah. Ooh, my gosh.
Yeah. So what advice would you give your younger self at the age 20 and 30?
Mm-hmm. Listen, I think we get 2 ears, right? And 1 mouth. I wish I would have listened a lot more to those who had already gone ahead of me or gone before me.
That is good.
Listen, Linda, listen. So that is one piece of advice that I would give myself. I mean, listen, because the Bible talks about that wisdom. I mean, the Bible talks about sell everything.
Right.
To get that wisdom. Ooh. So, that would be definitely for me. What about you?
Me, I would tell my younger self to take education in school more seriously. That's what I would tell myself. I remember when I was my first year in the military, I was telling Lady T this. They had the tuition assistant. I believe the military still has it. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to school. And you get to go to school for free. They pay for your books, your tuition assistance. Everything is waived because you're active duty military. You can just show up almost like, hey, I've arrived. And so here I am. I'm showing up. And I'm like, man, this is my first duty station. I'm in a new place. The beach is nice in Pensacola.
I'm trying to go.
Man, what am I doing in school? I can catch school later. And so I would have told my 20-year-old self, hey, you need to stay in school, get your degree, and do other things than just running to and from the beach. Yeah, so that's what. Yeah, and invest early. Mm-hmm. Invest early.
Yeah,
invest and purchase a property or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah,
because investment is like Ecclesiastics. I think about that. Ecclesiastics is another book in the Bible that's full of wisdom.
Oh yeah.
Now that I'm studying it more, but time and chance, because that's kind of what investment is.
Yeah.
When you are approached with an opportunity to invest, time and chance, you may never get that opportunity again.
Awesome.
And imagine if we take advantage of it, what harvest we could reap 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years down the road from that time and chance, that one opportunity. I mean, you think about it when we met. Imagine if we both said, or even one of us said, man, I ain't going to that club tonight.
Right.
Time and chance.
Time and chance. You never know.
You just never know. And it's something that's given to us all. That's what Ecclesiastes says. Time and chance is given to us all. But do we actually take God up on that?
Right.
So, that's what an opportunity looks like. So what you're explaining with investment, that's how I look at investment.
Wow. And you got me over here just like...
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like the older we get, we know that like I was telling our kids, like when you guys are younger, you have that room to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But when the older you get, your window of mistakes goes like it shrinks. You should know what you should be doing when you hit around about the age 38. You should already be on your projected path on where you're going to go for the remaining of your days. Well, not say the remaining, but the beginning, because life can throw curveballs and we have to take detours. But around about age 38, you should know exactly what you're going to be doing for the next 20 years when you're going to be 58, 60, 58, 68, 30 years when it's time to like officially retire.
Right.
Or if you're on the right path, you can retire earlier. Yeah.
Especially if you invest early.
Yeah, exactly. Time and chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you don't have to work. And there was this one guy, I remember he worked with us and he like worked for the company for so long and then he died like not too long after retiring. It's like, why live life to working hard for somebody just to, at the end of the day, just pass on? It's, time and chance. And that's what, as you all, if some of you may be younger viewers, invest early. Watch over your money. Don't go for the latest and greatest. Don't go for everything that's dangling in front of your face that's silver and shiny. Let your money make money.
That's right.
And I love how Dave Ramsey said, live like no one today
so you can live like nobody else.
Yeah.
What is it?
Something
live like that. No one today.
Yeah.
So later you can live like no one. Right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Tomorrow. So yeah.
Something like that. You Dave Ramsey followers, you know exactly how it goes. You can drop that in the chat.
Right.
But
yeah. So again, we want to thank each and every one of you all for joining us. And we have to do this again. Let's do it in a couple weeks and get our children
involved. Because I know you had said season finale, but I don't think we're ready to wrap it up just yet.
Just yet.
We want to get our kiddos involved. Our oldest is home from college.
Yes.
So I'd love to hear his young adult perspective on how he views his parentals. So that would be pretty cool.
Right. Let's see how bad we've done.
And the other two as well, because they're 16 and 15. So,
So let's put a disclaimer out there. Kids don't know what they're talking about. So we're just gonna lay that out right there. They don't know what they're talking about, but bless their heart, we just gonna listen to them. Hey.
Let the babies have their chance.
Yeah, let them have their chance. Hey, Tanisha and I, we love you all.
Absolutely.
Thank you all for being a part of our Who Are We series. Yeah. We're gonna do our season finale. So I guess this is it's
not the season finale. No. It's kind of like how they've been doing with This Is Us.
Right.
They've been saying season finale all season, like every episode, season finale. But
so, This Is Us. So.
Yep.
Yeah, This Is Us.
Yeah, we should have named it that.
ABC would probably hand us up. But This Is Us. So This Is Us. So who are we? Hey, we love you all. Again, thank you for being part of our Mom Tell All, which we had one mom come in. So this is who we are.
Yes.
But it was so awesome. Yeah.
It's our mama.
Yeah.
Your mama, my mama, my mama, your mama.
Your mama hanging out clothes. My mama sock your mama in the nose. It hurt. Now let me stop. Hey, we love you all. We want you to have an amazing night, and we will see you Sunday.
Absolutely. Sunday. Oh, what is Sunday? Discipleship
series. We're continuing to our discipleship series.
Yes.
Yes. So you want to come back for this one? I think this one, I call this one Level Up Extra.
Level Up.
Yep. Level
and your
up.
Discipleship.
Awesome. Exactly. All right, guys. We love you. Have a good evening.
Bye.